Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a story that's as serious as it gets, one that involves reckless behavior, ignorance, and devastating consequences. It's about Daniel, who ignored all the warnings and ended up infecting his ex-girlfriend faster with HPV, a virus that can cause some serious health issues, including cancer. So, here's the rundown. Daniel was in a relationship with his ex-girlfriend, faster. Things seemed fine on the surface, but there was one major problem. Daniel was carrying HPV, the human papillomavirus, which can be a ticking time bomb if left unchecked. Now, HPV is one of those things you don't want to mess around with. Certain strains of it can lead to cancer, and it's a virus that can be spread pretty easily. But here's where things take a turn for the worse. Daniel's audience, his own followers, started noticing some red flags. They began warning him, telling him to get checked out, to be responsible, and to make sure he wasn't putting anyone at risk. They even went as far as to suggest he should look himself up and take action. But what did Daniel do? He completely ignored them. And that's where things really went downhill. By ignoring all the advice and warnings, Daniel ended up infecting faster with HPV. For her, this wasn't just a minor issue. It pretty much ruined her life. HPV isn't just something you shake off. It can lead to serious long-term health problems. For Faster, this means regular checkups, treatments, and the constant worry about the potential for cancer. It's not just the physical health effects either. The emotional and mental toll of dealing with an HPV diagnosis can be overwhelming. Faster's life has been turned upside down, all because Daniel chose to stick his head in the sand rather than take responsibility. The bottom line here? This isn't just a story about a failed relationship. It's a lesson in what happens when you ignore health risks and the impact your decisions can have on others. HPV is no joke, and neither is the potential for it to cause cancer. The fact that Daniel was warned multiple times by his own audience makes this all the more tragic. What's even more frustrating is that this whole situation could have been avoided. If Daniel had just taken the time to listen, to get checked out, and to be upfront about his health, he could have spared Faster all this pain and suffering. But instead, he chose to ignore it, and now someone else is paying the price. So if there's one takeaway from this story, it's this. Take responsibility for your health and the health of those around you. Ignorance isn't bliss, it's dangerous. And as we've seen with Daniel and Faster, the consequences can be life-changing. That's it for today's video. If you found this story as important as I did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with others who need to hear this message. And remember, your health choices don't just affect you, they affect everyone around you. Stay informed, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.